What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in to today's video. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But today I got a quick one, hopefully keep it under 5 minutes today, going over front end rifle cable management. The purposes of this video, we're going to be talking about M-LOK specifically, but there are a few options whether you're running a quad rail or some other type of handguard. Now, before we get started, to keep YouTube happy, the firearm that you see in today's video is safe and unloaded, so do not worry about us. We are all safe over here. But getting right into it, so this is my 14.5 URGI, since you guys love that one so much. This setup has changed many times. It stayed the same for a little bit now, so I kind of want to talk about it. But one thing that never really changed off of this, whether it was a light mount, a grip, what have you, switches, it was the Arson Machine wire guides. Now, the reason that I like the Arson Machines personally is they are very, very small compared to some of the other things on the market. I think the Arsons were one of the first ones to kind of come out, and then in the past year or so, a bunch of other ones have come out. But the Arsons are a little bit unique because they take up about half of an M-LOK slot. So if you are concerned about space, they are really, really nice for short stubby guns like rattlers and things like that. And like I said, this is the M-LOK version. They also have Picatinny versions that can clip onto your top rail, or if you're running a Mark 18 rail, quad rail or something similar, they do also fit on there. Now, what you see in front of you here is two of the options. I think they have 3 or maybe 4 if I'm not mistaken, with this rear one here being the kind of 180 turn, so your wire comes in up through the top and then, or technically 360, but since you're coming out the same side, but all the way down, wraps around in a U kind of shape. And it's really nice because the way that these Arsons are machined, they are such a nice kind of tolerance on them that your Surefire plugs, your Modlite buttons, basically anything, I haven't really found one that doesn't fit, actually snap into the underside here. So it's not like they're just sitting in there and you have to worry about them getting pinched. They actually snap in with that rubber coating and the machining on these being so tight. So that is a really nice feature. Now moving forward here, I do have a in through the top and out through the front. It has a few different pass-throughs. I'll try and splice in some clips here of some ones on the back side so you can kind of see the different patterns that these take. But what's really nice about these is, like I said, they're half an M-LOK slot, so they don't take up a lot of space, and you can also configure these in many different ways. Now, if you want to save a little bit of money, these guys right here, the arcane concerted arc bands, are a really good option. As you can see, I have one here pinched under my rear sight for sling management, so I can tuck my sling up underneath that. But if you don't want to spend a ton of money right out the gate, or you only want to get one or two of these, excuse me, the arc bands are a really nice option to have to kind of put around the wires like this, and then clip them on just like so. But one thing to be aware of is the buckle has to go somewhere. So obviously it doesn't really make sense to have it here at the bottom. It's going to mess with your grip a little bit. You can always rotate these. One thing to keep aware with these though is that they do have a tendency to come undone if they get snagged on stuff, which I guess is kind of designed in there. These have the same kind of break strength as a rubber band. So if you're using rubber bands to secure your sling and you're breaking through those, the same amount of force is required to pop the buckle on these. So just be aware of this. This is a potential snag hazard, but then again, not really. It all just comes down to fine tuning and kind of playing with things depending on your environments and how you like to run your wires. But that is another option. Like I said, I do run one for my Ferro Concept slings to kind of tuck it up underneath here. But with all that being said, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I just wanted to kind of talk about something really important. I get a lot of questions on how I keep my cables tied down and stuff. I have a really, really clean, slick setup here. So let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think the Arson Machine wire guides are worth it? Or do you think they're too much money and you'll stick with rubber bands, arc bands, goon tape, all that good stuff? Let me know down below. I'd be happy to hear it, guys. And with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.